Welcome back to Sleeper Sports Media. This is going to be a new segment, new style. Once again, still trying some new things. Also, as always, powered by Walmart Creator storefront down below. Check it out. Help support. It's fantastic. Appreciated. Much appreciated. All your products, W, Papatui, Prime, C4, Monster, anything you want, ask for it. An affiliate link is doable, and it will help support Sleeper Sports Media. What do we know so far coming up for the rest of the month of June in the world of WWE? We're going to take a look right now. We know this Friday in Grand Rapids, Michigan, on Friday Night SmackDown, June 20th, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, King of the Ring semifinal matchup. Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, both on climbing up to get back to the world title picture. Randy Orton chasing 15, chasing that title match against John Cena at SummerSlam would be a money marquee match on any show, nonetheless at the biggest party of the summer. Sami Zayn, one final push to get him to the world championship that has eluded him his entire career. But on the other hand, makes it seem like Randy Orton's chasing 15, chasing Cena, another money match. Sami Zayn, still being the underdog, might fall short again, might be interfered with because of Karrion Kross, which he's been feuding with back and forth in backstage segments there on Raw. Seemingly the brand split is done and over with, kaput, and maybe it has been that way for some time now, but nonetheless, Sami Zayn probably going to lose and then go into a prolonged feud with Karrion Kross, as we have seen him back and forth with Kross backstage, alluding to a potential match. As Sami Zayn quoted, as soon as he's done with King of the Ring, whatever happens, if he wins and then go whatever. If he loses, as soon as he's done, Karrion Kross, Sami Zayn, one-on-one at some point. So we're finally getting what we want. We, the people, saying we want Kross. Finally going to get that potentially here very soon. Randy Orton, I think, is picking up the win on Friday Night SmackDown. Over to the other side of the bracket, different bracket. Queen of the Ring semifinal, Alexa Bliss versus Asuka. We saw Asuka return to Monday Night Raw last night, debut a new finisher, and look great. No ring rust, no nothing. Fantastic matchup with Asuka, Stephanie Vicker, Ivy Nile, and Raquel Rodriguez, who was interfered with by Rhea Ripley. Looking to see if we go down a one-on-one matchup with those two, if Raquel were to relinquish the titles with Liv Morgan's injury after her matchup with Kairi Sane, looking like we were going to go down a road of Io and Kairi against Raquel and Liv for the tag titles, and then maybe intermix with the singles match for the world title as well. But nonetheless, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Queen of the Ring semifinal matchup, kind of messed up a little bit that they're making Alexa wrestle in Grand Rapids, Michigan on SmackDown and not in Columbus, Ohio, Monday for Raw in the semifinal matchup there. But nonetheless, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, another banger incoming for the Queen of the Ring semifinal matchup and a spot in the finals on the line for Night of Champions. Back to the men's side, back to the men's bracket, King of the Ring semifinals. We have Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes next Monday in Columbus, Ohio, the go-home show before Night of Champions. Spot on the finals in the line. Gotta think that they did this on purpose. Sami Zayn and Randy Orton, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes all have been intertwined in one giant jumbled up storyline, going back and forth between brands and tag matches and brotherhood and this and that. Gotta think also full circle that these four were just on a War Games team a year or two ago, and now they're in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. So long-term booking here. Gotta think that maybe a turn is coming. Jey and Cody, gotta think there's no way that Jay's gonna win here. So what would be next for Jey if Cody does win and goes on to win King of the Ring against Randy Orton or against Sami Zayn? It's gonna throw cracks in the storyline of all four of these guys potentially being on a War Games team again. Randy Orton again chasing 15 on the SmackDown side. Sami Zayn chasing to stop being an underdog. Back on the Raw side of the Raw semifinal, Cody Rhodes wants to get back to John Cena in the title. Although if he wins, I guess he's still a SmackDown superstar. So they could do SmackDown versus SmackDown in Randy versus Cody. They could do Raw versus SmackDown in Cody versus Sami, Jey versus Randy, or Raw versus Raw and SmackDown versus SmackDown. The possibilities are endless, and Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, semifinal King of the Ring, Monday Night Raw, Columbus, Ohio. I can't wait for Raw next week, but we got to get through SmackDown first this Friday. And the final Queen of the Ring semifinal matchup on Raw next Monday in Columbus, Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez. Big time matchup that I didn't know that I want, just like I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that they wanted or needed. But Roxanne Perez looks to continue her massive 2025 and rookie year on the main roster here. A Rumble appearance, an Elimination Chamber appearance, just everything about what she's been doing since being called up to the main roster. And then Jade Cargill also just being a massive money draw as we see and have seen. Jade Cargill, Roxanne Perez, spot in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament on the line next Monday on Raw in Columbus. Jade Cargill, tensions are raising with the whole Naomi thing. If she does go on to win and has that match at SummerSlam with Tiffany Stratton and Naomi cashes in, it will be an absolute magical moment all for everyone involved. Tiffany culminating a great title reign, great quote-unquote title reign. Naomi with a moment of cashing in, Jade winning, and then Naomi cashing in, and then prolonging the feud and sending their feud that has been boiling over since WrestleMania into a whole nother level. And then you have Tiffany Stratton take a much needed break out of the title picture. It's gotten stale, maybe go away, reinvent the character there. It's been pretty much the same since she's gotten to the main roster, and it's time for a change. And Tiffy time has run its course. But Jade Cargill, Roxanne Perez, no wrong winner here. Either way it happens. Roxanne getting a title shot at SummerSlam this early on in her first 6 months, technically on the main roster, would be absolutely insane. Roxanne, Io, Jade, Tiffany, and then Naomi lingering in the distance with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Lots to go down for the rest of this King and Queen of the Ring tournament. The finals, of course, at Night of Champions on June 28th. This is Sleeper Sports Media. I'm Nick Wietosh. This has been What Do We Know? Now You Know. King and Queen of the Ring semifinal matchups, analysis, and potential matchups for the finals. I'm so pumped to see what we get on SmackDown along with the semifinal matchups. No other matches have been announced. We do know who's going to be there as per the tickets page on the WWE website. But until we know for sure, stay tuned right here at Sleeper Sports Media for future updates for SmackDown. And, of course, other matchups on Raw coming soon, probably, more than likely. Shout out to Dave Meltzer wording there. But this has been What Do We Know here at Sleeper Sports Media. King and Queen of the Ring finals take place at Night of Champions, June 28th. Can't wait. But until then, stay tuned for more right here at Sleeper Sports Media. I'm Nick Wietosh, and here we go.